welcome to my kitchen and another episode of The Holidays Are Coming. We've been doing kind of hot beverage mixes, and I really like to do that because they're really easy and they're inexpensive, and everybody likes a hot beverage, especially in the wintertime. And holiday time is the best time to give those because sometimes you just don't know what to give people. And tonight we're going to do a gourmet hot white chocolate drink mix, and it is fabulous. Let's see what goes into this. I'm going to start with a 4-ounce bar of Ghirardelli white baking chocolate. This is the premium baking bar, and you can find these in your grocery store. You don't have to use this brand. You can use any brand. If you use the baker's chocolate, use 4 ounces. 1 block is 1 ounce. So you use 4 blocks and you just grate it. And I just put this on my cheese grater, and I put it on the finest grate. We are going to put this in the food processor and grind it all up. But I like to grate it first because it makes it ultra fine. And that way this gets mixed in really well. And there's a big chunk, but
is that unsweetened?
No. This is just like eating white chocolate. You couldn't eat that big chunk that I had there? There. It's sweet, huh? Okay. We're also going to use a cup of creamer. This is powdered non-dairy creamer. And we're going to use a cup of granulated sugar. And we're going to use 2 packets of instant vanilla pudding mix. And this is the 4-serving size. Now, alternatively, you can use 1 packet of vanilla and 1 packet of white chocolate instant pudding mix if you can find it. Or you can use French vanilla. Or you can use both vanilla, which I'm using now. So, your choice. I couldn't find the white chocolate kind in my area, and I didn't feel like going to 6 grocery stores searching for it, so we're going to use what we have. I'm also going to use 2 cups, that's 2 pouches, of non-fat dry milk powder, and I'm going to use about a tablespoon of vanilla powder. Now, I made my vanilla powder myself by grinding up about a half a dozen, this may be a dozen, vanilla beans in my coffee grinder. Now, in order to facilitate that, because vanilla beans can tend to be a little on the tarry side, I threw in a spoonful of ground flaxseed to kind of absorb that moisture, and it really did the trick. And that is a lot of vanilla powder. Vanilla powder costs about $15 an ounce if you buy it from a baking supply. So I thought I would do it myself, and I watched a raw vegan chef kind of make their own vanilla powder, because you know they don't like to cook anything. And this is how they did it to flavor their raw smoothies and their raw dishes. So I thought, I'm going to do that because vanilla powder is really expensive. But that's my vanilla powder. You can leave that out. You don't have to use it. I'm also going to use a tablespoon of ground dehydrated orange peel. And you can leave this out too. It will be equally as delicious. But this is going to be a really lovely kind of orange and vanilla scented white chocolate beverage. So I'm going to move everything off to the side, and then I'm going to bring in my food processor. And the reason that I'm doing that is simply because I like to get it all ground up. Now, you can choose to do this with any of the beverage mixes that I have shown you over the last few days. Because it will grind up that milk powder. That non-fat dry milk powder is kind of big and clumpy. Excuse me. And this will just even it all out. Oh, I better get the blade, huh? Blade is found. Now we're just going to start tossing everything in. And wow. I am making a mess again because I am super good at making a mess. Alright. In goes the chocolate. Creamer. Sugar. Ooh, creamer smoke. Don't breathe that. Orange peel. Vanilla powder. I am a mess maker. Pudding powder. There's always room for Jell-O. Oh, wait. Well, I guess that applies to pudding, huh?
I think pudding takes up more room.
It probably does. Okay, dry milk powder. And I have a 9-cup food processor. You can do yours in batches if you have a smaller one. I was having food processor envy because KitchenAid is now advertising a 13-cup food processor. I was very jealous. But that's okay. I'm very happy because I have this. Okay, we're just going to pulse this. We're going to mix it up really good. And then I'm going to let it rip. Let me take this out. Just like that. We're just going to let it go for just a minute maybe. We're going to let that grind up and get nice and finely mashed up, or whatever you want to call it. And let that milk powder get broken down a little. And we're going to let everything, huh?
Probably a guy thing, but I like to watch it.
It is probably a guy thing, honey. 12-year-olds like to watch machines work. It doesn't cool. Smells really good. Now, while this is mixing, I'll give you the ratio. I did not make an instruction tag, but I'll put the information in the underbar so you can make your own. But you're going to want to use 1/4 of a cup of this mix to 8 to 10 ounces. So that's a cup to a cup and a quarter of hot water. And you're going to want to stir it up really well. And that chocolate is going to melt in there. And that pudding powder is going to give it a nice body and an unctuousness. And it's going to make it creamy and vanilla and smooth. And this is going to be a lovely, lovely alternative to hot cocoa. Now, let me grab a spoon. This smells fantastic. I just want to show you how much smoother that is now that we ran it through the food processor, because that milk powder got all ground up. Oh, can you smell it? It smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it smells wonderful. It almost smells like eggnog, dare I say. It smells wonderful. All right, so now we're going to go the route that we went last night. Let me get this off of here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use another decorator icing bag. And I'm just going to fill it up. And I meant to tell you last night, this little tip at the end, you can just fold it up. Don't worry about filling that up down here, because, and you can even tape it up, because it won't sit flat in the bottom of the mug anyway. I'm going to give this another scoop. Okay. Now, I'm going to tie it up. I have a ribbon waiting over here. And ribbon is not expensive, especially this time of year. Like Michael's right now, they have their ribbon 50% off. And I think all through Christmas, you're going to find really good deals on things like ribbon and wrapping paper and things to make tags with. And I have another homemade tag over here I'm going to show you. And it's just a to and from tag. But we'll put this in here just like that. And then here's my Santa tag. Isn't he cute? I have so much fun making these. This is a vintage Victorian clip art that I printed out on my computer. And then I distressed it with some ink. And there's a to and from. I cut these tags out on my Cricut. But you can use the shipping tags that I talked about yesterday. And just do those. And then you can wrap this around like this and just give it a tie. And pull those ribbons to the front if you like. And move this off to the side. There you have it. Hot white chocolate drink mix. Just in time for Christmas. I hope you try this, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that I've inspired you to try something on your own. So, until next time, Merry Christmas!